Hi, if you're just joining my live, you're welcome. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening. You're all welcome to my live. So I'll just wait a little bit more for more people to join in. Then I can start, okay? I actually have a couple of questions from a couple of people. When I posted the Ask Didi thing, a couple of people asked lots of questions concerning their businesses. Even though I mostly had people who are in the same line with me, network marketing, I had more people asking me, questions in line with network marketing. But like I said earlier, I'm going to just be touching on. Of course, if you ask a question that I do not know of, I don't know everything, right? I'm going to not answer it. But if you ask questions around what I do, and of course, questions around business and things that I know about entrepreneurship, I'm here to share, okay? Most of you already know the business that I do. You already know. Some of you already have an idea about me and the business that I do. So if you're in the same line, I have anything that you want to ask me about, here is your chance to ask those questions. But before I start answering all the questions, I'm going to answer some of the ones. Sorry, I need to put on the AC. I'm going to answer some of the ones that some people had already asked. Okay? So, there are about 15 of us in this live. So, I'll just start by answering some of the ones I have gotten here on this live. Okay? I mean, before the live. Okay? So, if you have any question, you can be asking them here. You can ask them here. So, the first question I got, I think this one was sent to my DM. Someone was asking me, the person said, my challenges is that I've been running network marketing business for 8 months without sign up. How do I get results? A lot of people sign into network marketing. I can bet you that at least more than 50% had this challenge. More than 80%, of the people who join network marketing, they usually have this as a challenge, right? They get into network marketing and then some months, some weeks, some months, down the line, they haven't gotten any result and they're wondering, is something wrong with me? Is something wrong with my network marketing business? Some other people are doing it and they're being celebrated for one thing or the other. Is something wrong with me and all that? But first things first, one thing I like to tell people is that first of all, there's so many things to look at. For me, when I got into network marketing, I was 22 years old when I got into network marketing. I didn't really know much people. But I think what held me grounded was the fact that I was hungry for success. I usually tell people that I'm not from a broke home, right? So I'm not one of those people that come in and share their story and say, oh, in my family we're really broke, blah, blah, blah. I'm not from a broke home, but I was so hungry for success. Like you could literally see it through my eyes. I was so hungry for success. Anything that my leaders were telling me to do, I was doing it without excuses. So that's why I said there are so many factors when it comes to why you may not be getting results in eight months. For me, my first 1 month, I had results. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not going to come and tell you, oh, my first 1 month, it was so terrible. No, my first 1 month, I actually started making money from my first month. For my first week, I already signed up like 4 people, right? For me, it was a mindset thing for me. That is why I tell people, if you come into network marketing and you don't believe it's going to work for you, it is either you work on that mindset or you quit the business, because your lack of belief is going to work against you. You're going to be looking at people, you're going to be talking to people about your business, and you're going to be talking to them like you don't believe in it. And nobody, for me, when someone is trying to sell something to me that they do not believe in themselves, I know. I can smell it like, a dog can smell pee, right? So it's very, very important. That's why I said there are so many factors. So as I'm talking, I hope the person who asked this question is in this meeting. I hope the person can be able to pinpoint 1 or 2 things that is stopping the person from getting the result that they want from network marketing. So like I said earlier, it can just be anything. It can be your lack of belief. And a small factor that held me, that sort of like limited me a bit, even though I didn't really see it as a limitation, was the fact that I was very young, came into network marketing, like I said earlier, at the age of 22 years old. I've done network marketing for more than 7 years now. Even though I'm currently with my company, the company that I'm with right now, I've been with this company for, I'm going to be 7 years with this company. So I got into network marketing at the age of 22, at the age of 22 years. So I can imagine me, all the people that I was surrounded by were mostly people who were maybe young, out of school, serving, people around that age, right? So most of them didn't really have as much money to get into network marketing, right? But like I said earlier, I didn't really see it as a challenge. I was so driven, even if it meant me talking to people that I knew would have the money, who were older than me, even if it meant me going out of my way to talk to them about my business. I was not going to allow anything stop me from getting, I wasn't going to allow anything, to stop me from getting the result I deserved in network marketing. So whoever asked this question, the question that I'm addressing is, or the challenge I'm addressing, someone asked, my challenge is that I've been running network marketing business for 8 months without sign up. So how do I get result? Ma'am. And like I said earlier, it could just be anything. There are so many factors. Is it your lack of belief? It may be that right now you're constantly prospecting people who are incapable of joining your business. So some people, that's another problem a lot of people have. They get into network marketing, and the only people that they are telling about their business are people who they know cannot afford to get into their business, right? So you get into your business, and there's some caliber of people you don't want to tell them about your business because you feel that this business is not for them. So you rather talk to your gatesman, you talk to your the woman selling maybe corn by your street, that kind of thing, and you expect them to sign up into your business. No. There's something they call prospecting up. Try prospecting intentionally. Be conscious about prospecting. Prospecting people who you know can join your business, can also pay for your, to register. And like I said earlier, if you check out all these factors and you really believe in what you're doing, trust me, you get more results, and work hand in hand with your leader. Another thing that worked for me that made me get so much result was that I was working hand in hand with my leader. At the beginning, I didn't have results, right? Some people make it look like the people who are making so much money right now in network marketing always had it. Likes of Tara Durutoye, who is in makeup right now, it's not like she has always been wealthy, but she started somewhere, right? People rejected her. I'm sure there was a time when people didn't even want to use her makeup. I'm very sure there were times, for me, there was even a time when I would see Tara and they would say, oh, it's a Nigerian brand. I'm like, I beg. I want Mac, I want this one, I want that one. Because I didn't really believe, until later I found out that, Tara was a big brand and it kept on growing and growing and growing. Right now, I trust it. So it's normal at the start of every business, okay? It's very, very normal. So I just want you to check out whatever it is that might be hindering you from getting the result that you deserve. Is it your lack of belief? Is it that you're not working with the right mentor? Check out whatever it is, and whatever you also make sure that it's not you. It's not you, because if your upline or your mentor is getting results with the people that they're working with, then the problem most definitely has to be you, right? For example, I've raised about more than 8 people who have bought cars in the business. I've mentored so many people who have traveled around and all that. So if you join my team and you're not making money, then it's definitely not my problem, not my fault. It is maybe a you factor. It is definitely a you factor that you need to work on. Okay, so whatever it is, just try and pinpoint whatever it is, and then, of course, like I said earlier, work on it. Okay, work on it. Okay, so there's another one that I have. I'm trying to see how many of it we can cover, or I can cover before the end of this live. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask on this live in the comment section, and then I would still answer it once I'm done with the ones that were sent to me earlier. Okay, so somebody said, hi Ambassador Didi, please, what is the best strategy to getting maximum attendance at a mega event? Now, mega event, I mean an event where I guess you mean an event where you have lots of prospects who would like to listen in or watch or see your presentation, right? I also want to say that at the beginning of my business, I consciously used to try to populate attendance. I consciously used to try my best to ensure that a lot of my team, a lot of the people that I work with, my teammates, the people that I work with, I ensure that they invite massively for every event. Okay, so the first thing I would say is realize that event is just remember that event is very important to your success in the business. Be very, very conscious about it. For me, once there's a big event coming up, I promote it like my life depends on it. Some of you here might have seen my promotions here on Instagram. You probably would have seen it on Facebook, whatever the case may be, on my WhatsApp status, whatever the case may be. I promote it like my life depends on it. If it's an event that my upline is organizing, I promote it like my life depends on it. What some of you do is that there's an event and you're just treating it with levity. I start promoting from the very beginning. So let's say, for example, I have an event coming up in Abuja next week. I've been promoting, I've brought out videos, I've been promoting on social media, not just on social media. I've been telling my friends about it, everybody that cares to hear. And I say it with so much excitement, so that you feel like, if you're not part of this thing Didi is doing, you're missing out. Do you understand? So you have to sell with that passion. You have to sell with that. That's how salespeople actually get through to you. They sell with passion. They sell with so much enthusiasm, as though if you don't buy this thing, if you don't get into this thing, you're really, really missing out. And also, good thing is, whether it's your own resources or your own tools or whatever that you're using, also try to use the ones that are made available by your uplines, especially your uplines that have more result than you do. Okay, so for example, at the beginning, when I didn't really have so much results, I was always using my leaders' testimonies, their alerts and all that, until I started making big money, right? So try to also use their videos. So for example, my upline in the business is Ambassador Ronke. So she does a video promoting an event that we're both doing together. Guess what? I'll use her video and promote the event that is coming up. Okay, so ensure that you promote. And for me, because it's network marketing, you can never ever do it alone. So what I do is that I ensure that, so for example, I'm a leader to a large team. So but even before I got my large team, what I usually do is, so an event is coming up, I bring out materials and ensure my teammates are also using materials to promote it. So I bring out a material, I ensure all my teammates are using that material to promote it. So for now, some of you might see my videos, all over. I'm not even the one directly promoting the event. It may not be me that place that ad. It may be my teammates that place those ads and everything. And it is so good because these people are in my network. So whether I'm the one placing the ad or they are the ones placing the ad, anybody that signs up, I'll still get results. Okay, so that is why when you get into network marketing, it's not just about you, the people you're working with. When my teammates, I'm helping them get results, I'm also getting results as well. Do you understand? So I'm replying the person who asked me what is the best strategy to getting maximum attendance at a mega event. So it's not just you getting that result. It's what you should be asking is, what is this best strategy to ensure my team and I, not just you? Because if there's only so much you can do. And then another thing I would say to this, to answer this question, the final thing I'm going to say would be, ensure that you're playing your numbers game very right? I don't know how many of you might know what we call the 80-20 principle. I apply it to my business every single time. Ensure that you're applying it. Everybody in network marketing, or at least if you're a business person, you should understand the 80-20 principle, right? What it means is that if you do an activity, just expect 20% results. Right? That's what you should just expect. So for example, you are expecting you and your team to put at least, let's say 20 persons in the hall. 20 is small, or let's say 200 persons in the hall. It means that you should have invited at least 1,000 persons collectively. Do you understand? You want to put 20 persons in the hall. You and your team should have booked. I don't mean invite, because there are some people you will invite. They may say they are not coming, or they promise you that they would come, and then they may tell you they are not interested in coming, right? So those ones are not calculated as part of the people you have booked, right? So what you should do is try and ensure you're playing your numbers game. So if you want to have 2 people sign into your business, for example, I want 2 people to sign into my business, it means that you should have gotten at least 10 persons seated to see your business opportunity. So how do you get 10 persons to sit and see your business opportunity? It means that you should have invited at least 50 persons to sit in. So how do you ensure that at least 2 people sign up? By ensuring that at least 10 persons sit in, right? At least 10 persons sit in. How do you ensure that 10 persons sit in? By ensuring that you book at least 50 persons. So why are you booking 50 persons? To ensure that 10 people come. When you book 50 persons, 80-20 principle, what is 20% of 50? It is 10, right? That means you should be expecting 10 persons. Unless, there's some times when you might beat that number. It happens sometimes. You might beat that number. You may book 100 persons and 30 come. Now that's now a matter of skill. That's why also, as when you get into business or get into network marketing, ensure that you're constantly growing. For example, at this level right now in the business, it has nothing to do with the money that I'm making now. I don't have to come and tell the prospect that I'm calling, oh, so I'm making money, blah, blah, blah. No, just the confidence level, the skill set. I mean, if I'm calling the person and I'm telling the person, I'm booking the person to come for a session, I may book 20 and I may book 100, for example, and instead of 20 coming, 30 may come or 40 may come. What has happened? I've grown over time. So when you get into network marketing, you should ensure that you are growing through books, through trainings, any training that your leader is doing. I have never missed an event that I qualified to attend. I have never missed trainings. If I have to miss a training, it's probably because I'm very sick or I'm handling another training. So ensure that you don't miss these things, because these are the things that are going to help you grow, okay? So I think that's the second question so far. Somebody asked again. So the other one I'm answering now, I hope the person that asked the last question is in this live, okay? So another question, someone said, good morning, how's your night? I started this business fully in March, and the little money I made was from my upgrade, and I took a loan to pay back September, but I don't have a dime. I guess the person means a dime now. I don't know what I've been doing wrong. Well, some of these things, I think the answer I'm going to give to this is still almost in line with what I gave to the first question. It's still in line with, I've been in the business, I haven't gotten results. The person that asked, that she's been in the business, or he's been in the business for more than 8 months. I think the person said 8 months, and they've not really gotten results. So this is still, I'm still going to give the same reply. It may just be anything. Maybe that you need to build your skill, maybe your belief set, maybe your belief in the business is, your belief, I mean, is in the business is not as strong. So you just really need to check on these things and have a conversation with your leader, map out a game plan. Who are you talking to about your business? Are you constantly talking to people who would not afford to be in business with you? For example, you're selling, let me give you an example. Let's say you're selling diamonds, for example. Are you going to bring diamonds to, are you going to take diamonds to Wuse Market to go and sell? I mean real diamonds. I don't mean you know, those other ones. So I mean like real diamonds. If you're selling Chanel bag, the one that Aba people are making, yeah, take it to Wuse Market, take it to, what's this market in Lagos? Please, can you guys remind me, this is it Balogun Market, right? Yes, I think it's Balogun Market. So are you going to take your, if the person who produced those Chanel bags, they are in or the person is in Aba, you can sell it in Balogun Market or any market in Nigeria, any type of market in Nigeria, but you're selling diamonds. No, cannot take it to Wuse. It cannot even smell Wuse Market. Cannot even be smelling. There's some places you cannot even go to. Do you understand? There's some places, I mean real diamond, like all those ones that once they if somebody snatches it like this, they can, at least for the next three years, they are okay. They are, as in they can relocate, they are okay. That type of diamond, that's the type of diamond I mean. Do you understand? They can leave Nigeria, they can jackpot, and themselves and their family, they can cater for three kids and their wife, and they are okay. One diamond sold. That's what I mean. Do you get? So there are some places you won't sell it. So that's the same thing about our business. Okay, so I need you to understand that the principles that apply in network marketing apply everywhere. People make it look like they come into network marketing, oh, the principles are not different. It's still a business. You need to understand that, okay? So just, these are some of the factors you would check, and I'm sure it would really help you. Maybe you need to start hanging out in places that would maybe you've been hanging out in places where all the people there are broke, they can't afford to get by and all that. Maybe you need to now consciously, get into groups or attend events that would expose you to some high profile, networks, okay? So maybe not high profile like the likes of Dangote them and all that. Maybe some people that at least they are making some good money, salary is more than 100, 300K and all that. It's people that can be able to join your business. So these are some of the things you might need to really consider. People get into network marketing and they're so lazy about some of the things they need to do. At the beginning of my business, I was going out a lot. I was attending events a lot because I really needed to meet people. I'm a very introverted person, but I had to be very conscious about working on that personality because it wasn't helping me in network marketing. Even in business, right? If you're in business and you're not willing to learn to talk to people, you're not willing to sell, then you're really not ready to be in business, okay? So probably you should just get a job. Okay, so another one says, this is another one. So I handled the last one, so I hope the person who asked that question is in this meeting and the person got value or learned something, okay? So another one is regarding your new post. I'm into network marketing business as well, and I want to ask how you were able to cope with attrition when you were still building the business. Okay. So I'm going to handle this. First of all, I need you to understand that attrition is normal in business. For those of you that may be wondering which one again is attrition. Attrition just means the rates at which people are leaving the business or leaving your team and all that. So now I need to know that attrition is normal, okay? It's normal. Some will do the business, some won't do the business, and it's okay. When people get rejected in our business, it's funny how they take it so personally. But if you were selling bags and you walked into my house right now and I said, oh, I'm not really interested in buying a bag right now, I already have bags, or I don't like this type of bags you're selling, these are not my kind of bags, or whatever. The person who has come here, the person will feel too bad. What they will do is start looking for other people that may be able to, buy their bags, right? They won't feel so bad. But why is it that people now get into network marketing and start making it look like, oh, this person now rejected you? No, the person did not reject you. They rejected whatever it is you're offering, and it's okay. Not everybody will do it. People will reject your offer. It's normal, okay? So it's normal. I want you to understand that it's normal that people would get in and leave. All the people that started, for example, I worked at a radio station. I would tell you for free that if I came into that radio station and 20 persons were working there, at least more than 6 persons left before I left. More than 6 persons left. Yes, before I left. Of course, new people came in, some of the old ones left. It's normal. So when you get into network marketing and some people leave, don't feel too bad. I know why I'm explaining this before I start, talking about how to handle it. It's normal, right? Some of you, for example, I know I'm talking about other businesses as well. Because the principles, like I said earlier, that apply in network marketing apply in all businesses. So, for example, there's one makeup artist I used to use before. I loved her makeup because I was at that point in my life. Her makeup was affordable and all that. And then I grew in income and met another makeup artist. Of course, my preferences change as well. And I met another makeup artist, and that's the person I've been using. She's really, really good. Do you understand? She's really, really good. And this is even someone that has been doing makeup in Abuja for the likes of Tonto DK and some really nice celebrities. But does it mean that the last makeup artist is terrible? No, she's not terrible. She still has her clients. But I've moved to a new one. So it happens in all businesses. There's some of you that probably you were using Tara makeup brand, and then all of a sudden you say, you know what? Oh, their foundation doesn't really blend with my skin. Blah 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 blah. Whenever I use MAC blends with my face. No, but as you've moved from Tara to MAC, right? Tara is not in Lagos crying over spilled milk. She's not there saying, oh my God, I need to close this business. Oh my God, I'm tired. I need to leave this, makeup industry. It's not paying. People are leaving. Some of my customers are leaving. No, some customers will leave. Some will join, right? So it's normal. I need to understand that it's part of the game. People will come in, people will leave. It's all good, okay? But I need to know that the people who will stay will still stay and build your network marketing business. You don't need all your teammates to stay for you to build a large network marketing organization or for you to build a successful career in network marketing. But how do you handle it to ensure that it's not a fault from you? Okay? To be sure that it is not your own fault. Because sometimes some of us say things like, it's normal for people to leave. It's normal for people to leave. And we're the ones who are causing people to leave, okay? So for me, there's so many factors to look at. Number one, your skill sets, your leadership level. Are you building yourself as a leader? Because if someone like, you want Linda Ikeji to join, are you the type of person that Linda Ikeji would want to be in her team? So build yourself so that you can accommodate some high-end people in your team as well. Can be that kind of leader that can lead them, right? So you need to work on it. Another problem some leaders have is integrity. Some people lack integrity. There are some of you that people would not love to be in business with you because you don't have integrity. When you see money, you cannot handle money. Someone sends money to your account and what you're thinking is how to eat that money, right? Money that is not yours. So do you lack integrity? That's another thing you need to be very sure of. For me, what has helped me is I don't have the what's the word now? My conscience cannot even hold me eating someone's money. Unless, how you can say, oh, maybe someone gives you cash and maybe there's a need for cash. I take it, I will replace it. Like in my mind, I didn't even touch that money. I must replace it. If possible, don't even touch that money. So I don't have that problem. So that's why I may possibly say, somebody gives me money, I can possibly say, oh, let me use this money and then I'll put it back, because I would put it back. I don't have integrity problem. I cannot stand using someone's money and acting like it's my money. I can't do that. Do you understand? So ensure that you do not lack integrity. These are things you must be sure of. Some of you, somebody transfers money to do business with you and you now remember that there's one family problem that you have. No, it is not your money. It is not your money. There was something one of my mentors said, she said, you need to know that rent is not an emergency, right? Rent is not an emergency. Before your rent came, you knew you were going to pay rent at that time. So you start preparing for it. When it was time for me to pay my last rent for my office, I was not saying, oh my God, hey, rent. No, I had been preparing for it. So rent is not an emergency. You start preparing for it. So not the one that somebody will now transfer to do business with you. Now start using it to solve your personal problems. No. So how do you want to build a large organization? Nobody's going to ever say that, oh, Ambassador Didi ate their money. No. And that is why I've built a large organization. So you want to build organizations like your leaders have built, your uplines have built. How do you build such organizations? You must have integrity. People in business must have high level of integrity. You must have it. It's very, very important. Very important. Someone pays you for something, pays you for a service, pays you for a product, and you eat it and you're acting like it's normal. I'm sorry, you can't build a business like that. And for me, it's a bit more spiritual for me. Let me tell you why I say spiritual. It's spiritual for me because I know that when I got into network marketing, I know how hard I cried. First of all, the network marketing industry was a new terrain for me. I was just really thinking, God, I hope this is going to work for me. You know, I remember that day after I had made my payment, I cried and cried because I had done network marketing before and I didn't make money. I put all my best. I was attending training. I was doing so much. So the night that I paid to join my new company that I've been with for nearly 7 years, I know how hard I cried. I was just telling God that, please, God, as I've made this payment, let this thing work. God, I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of giving up on dreams. You know, I prayed so much. So imagine me praying so much over that payment and my upline now eats that money. It will choke now. Her business will not work. Do you understand? Her business, it cannot work. For me, that's why I said it's spiritual. When you fight against man, you can win, Abi. If you have more muscle, you can win. But when you're not fighting against God, how do you want to win that battle? So for me, it's a bit spiritual as well. Don't eat anybody's money. Don't eat anybody's money. So there are so many factors that can affect your attrition, your skill level, right? If somebody joins your team, you're not skilled, you're not helping them. You know, because at the beginning they are reliant on you to help them close more sales. If you're not helping them do that, they will not be getting results. And when someone is not getting results and they stay for a long time, they want to quit. Okay, so there's so many things you need to consider, so many things for attrition. Ensure that you create the right environment for your team to thrive. When it's time for you to expand your business, ensure that you expand. When it's time for you to move to a new level, ensure that you move to a new level. Because when you're not moving to the next level, when you're not expanding, you personally, you are crippling your team. Okay, so that is why I know some of you might have seen the video that I did earlier. I talked about the fact that some people, it's just so sad. Some people, this is the one I don't understand. Some people make, let's say you get into network marketing and your first month you make 500,000, for example. The stupid people who get into network marketing, or let me not use the word stupid, maybe that may be a bit hard because the first 1 month is you make mistakes, blah, 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 blah. But the people who are not so smart that get into network marketing and you make 500K in your first month, you go and eat all that money. Even people who are doing other types of businesses. So it may not really be network marketing. It may be you start up a boudoir, right? Maybe where you're selling hairs, right? And the first 1 month, you've bought the hairs, you've stocked the shop with hairs and everything. And in the first 1 month, you make maybe 1 million naira profit. The people that are not so smart, guess what they're going to do? Out of that 1 million, they'll send money to their mother. They'll send money to their father. They'll send money to everybody. They'll go and buy Gucci. They'll buy this one. They'll buy, okay, 1 million cannot even buy Gucci. But they'll go and buy, their wardrobe that they've not changed for months so that they can pepper their friends. They'll go and do it. So it's wrong. There's no sentiment when you get into business. It's a business and it has to be treated as a business. The same way you take care of yourself when you wake up in the morning, you can't step out without brushing your teeth. You can't step out without wearing wearing a nice perfume and having your bath and all that. That is the same way your business cannot proceed if you don't take care of it, especially at the beginning. Of course, take care of it every day, but at least especially at the beginning. I mean, the investment, the money you have to reinvest back into your business at the beginning, it has to happen. It just has to happen. That's why when it's time to pay for their rent, they are sweating like goats. Why is that happening? It's happening because you did not prepare with all the money, because you made some money. I'm also advising those of you who are probably getting into network marketing newly, you're still new in network marketing and all that. I would advise you, the first month you make money, set aside some money, don't touch it. You can now use the remaining for all your other activities and all that. Don't just try your best. Try your best. Try your best, please. It's not every money that you touch, but every money you make back into your mouth. Otherwise, you're going to wake up one morning and find out that, wow, I've made millions of naira in network marketing. But where did that money go to? Where did it go to? Okay? So that's why I said when it's time to expand, ensure that you expand. The reason why some people are not expanding is because the money they would have used to expand, they've already used it to expand their tummy. Now they're wearing waist trainers. Anyway, that's a joke anyway. But you get what I mean. You've finished eating all that money. The money you would have used to expand your business so that you can grow a large organization like some of the leaders that you admire. Oh, this person, you hear some of the leaders, guess what? I have an office in this place, office in this place, offices in this office. Why do you think they have offices in so many places? They have offices in so many places because they had been preparing. They were not eating all their money. You ate away your future, the future you would have had in the business. And then while others are having tens of offices, lots of offices, hundreds of them, the only thing you have is your big belly that you're now wearing waist trainer on. So please, let's be very careful about that, okay? I've taken too much time to handle this particular question, so let's go to the next one. Hope we're getting value so far, please. If you guys are getting value, yeah. It may be funny, but I'm very serious, guys. It may be funny, but I'm very serious. Okay, but hope you guys are getting value. Let me know if you're getting value so fast so I can continue, okay? You're getting value, say yes or just type value. You're getting value, say yes or type value, okay? So that I am sure that I am doing the right thing and also that I'm not wasting my time, okay? Because if I'm wasting my time, then I might as well be doing something else with this time. So are you guys getting value? Awesome. Ehi Bless said yes. Sylvia said yes. Awesome. I'm happy that you guys are getting value. Code Victoria said yes. Awesome. Lorenza said yes. Awesome. You guys are welcome. Okay. So another question that was asked, I'll try and be fast with this one. Please, what is the best strategy to get maximum attendance? Okay, I think I've handled this already. Yes, I have. I've handled okay, I think I've handled this as well. Okay, so someone said, regarding your new post, I'm into network marketing business as well. And I want you to know, okay, yeah, this is the one I just answered about attrition, okay? So this is the last one. I don't know if my PA collated all the questions though. So somebody said, why does a person have to work before one gets paid in network marketing? No, it's not a network marketing thing. Before you make money in every business, you have to work. Before you get to the point where you can now relax and maybe work, you make money. You work small and make money. You don't even work so much and you're still making so much money, okay? But at the beginning, you have to be ready to work. You have to be very ready, to do that, okay? So it's part of entrepreneurship, it's part of business. There's this, I don't know how many of you might have seen this, some of these short videos that are going around where some people say things like, I got out of my 9-to-5 job because I wanted to be working less or something like that when I become an entrepreneur. Now I've gotten into entrepreneurship and now I have to like walk around the clock, something like that, something around that. So it's now your own business that you have to cater for. You have to Do you understand? It's like a business that cannot stand on its own without you, right? The only thing is that network marketing gives you that leverage where at the beginning you build it, you put in all that energy and all that. And because you already have people that you have built that are building their own business and they are paying you, you don't have to work so much again, and you still continue to get paid. Even with other businesses that you've built structures around, right? At the beginning, you have to do so much work. There's some entrepreneurs, I've had conversations with some entrepreneurs that every day they feel like quitting. When I say entrepreneurs now, I don't mean just network marketers. I mean all the people in business. I've met some people who are doing other businesses and like, Didi, sometimes I feel like quitting. Didi, I don't even know. Sometimes I feel like going back to get a job. Didi, I feel like going back to just, like, I feel like quitting. I'm tired. Like, you're putting in so much work and then you're not really getting results and all that. It happens. It's normal, right? But the exciting thing about building your own thing is that eventually when you're making money, you don't have to, what the thing about entrepreneurship is that when you now eventually build it to a particular point, it now looks like, it's like you're resting so much self now, So network marketing gives you that leeway when you're patient enough to build your business to that point, whether network marketing or not. Trust me, you would look back to all the times you were building it, the sleepless night, everything, and you just remember that it was worth it. For me, what keeps me going in network marketing is I just constantly look at where I'm going to. I constantly look at where I'm going to, the properties that I'm yet to buy, the trips I'm yet to embark on, the lifestyle the lives that I'm yet to touch, so many things the adventure, I'm yet to get on. These are the things that just keep on pushing me, and I keep on going, okay? And also remind myself where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from is not even as in, oh God, where I'm coming from is a far cry from where I'm at right now, and I don't want to be there anymore. So I keep reminding myself, where I'm coming from, we must not go back there. We must not go back there, okay? So I think that's all the questions. I think that's all the questions. I don't know if there's anyone I have missed out. If you ask a question and you're on this live waiting for your question to be answered, and I haven't answered your question, please, you can ask the question again, okay? Because I want to spend maybe 10 more minutes here before I end the live, okay? But I'm happy that you're all getting value. I'm really happy that you're all getting value, okay? Somebody asked me, can one change, I guess you mean change that is not encoding for you on time? Chief for C21FG, you might need to rephrase that question. It's not quite clear to me. Okay? At this point, if you have any question, you can ask. Does anybody have any question? Probably based on what I handled, but you still didn't quite get it well. You can still ask the question again, okay? So do we have any question? Do you have any question before I end the live? Does anybody have any question? So someone said, I asked before, can you ask again, okay? What is the financial sustainability of network marketing? I would rather you break this question down. Break it down. Let me understand what exactly you are asking. Break it down. Let me understand exactly what you're asking. Someone said, I asked in the question box, please. Can you repeat the question? Repeat the question again, okay? I still have 10 more minutes to stay here. Yes, Mofe, break it down. I saw your question. I just repeated it. I just said, break it down, okay? Break down the question. What do you mean by that? Sometimes people ask big questions that they don't understand themselves. So break it down. Let me break it down to your own level. So ask me the question correctly and I'll answer you, okay? Someone said, yes, I have a question. Please ask immediately because I may be ending this in less than 10 minutes. So while I'm still waiting for the questions, okay, Lorenzo says, how do you effectively follow up? For me, I'm just going to tell you what works for me. First of all, immediately after a session or exposing someone to a business opportunity or your business opportunity, right? you must call the person immediately. The problem a lot of people have is that they book clients or book prospects to see the presentation and they end up not calling immediately. Call the person immediately. I need you to understand that excitement is just like a feeling that doesn't last forever, right? So when that feeling is still there, when that feeling of, okay, I think I want to do this business is still there, you must call the person immediately. I know how many times I have gone, let me give you guys a typical example. I know how many times I've gone to shops to buy something and I see something, I'm like, oh my God, this is nice. We don't have it at home. I want to buy this. Oh my God, I'm going to get this. I'm going to buy it. Oh my God. I'm like, maybe, oh, okay, I don't want to buy this now, but I'm going to buy it later. And I tell the people who are selling it, I'm going to come back and I'll buy it. And by the next day, I'm no longer feeling it. I'm no longer feeling like it anymore. I probably don't call them. Maybe they're calling me. I'm like, please, I'll get back to you. Trust me, it happens a lot. So for me, the number one thing you must know for follow-up is that follow-up has to be done immediately after the session. So if the session is ending by 5 p.m., be around by 5 p.m. to start calling or to be there with a person to ask them questions, okay? So for me, once the person is done, I ask them about, the thing that is most exciting about what they've seen. I try to keep them thinking about the good thing about the thing that they've seen, okay? Because if you start asking them, oh, what do you think? It's only normal for their brain to start, or for them to start accessing their critical mind. Okay, oh, it was this. Oh my God, it was that. I don't think I can know. But that's why you must ask them questions around, oh, what was the best thing for you? What was the most amazing thing? Blah, 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 blah. And then immediately ask them for their interest level. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? If the person says anything above 1, get them to answer their questions. Okay, if it's 1, if it's 2, oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, that means there's some interest. So why is it 1? Why is it 1? What is holding you back from getting started immediately? Allow the person to talk. Oh, I've done this before, blah, 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 blah. Allow them to talk. Let them pour it all out. Then when they finish, don't come and tell them, oh, no, this one, don't argue with them. Matt Morris would say things like, I understand how you feel. People like you when they feel like, oh, this person understands me, right? I understand how you feel, that's how I felt as well. I felt at the beginning of my business, that's how I felt. I felt that this business will not be able to do this for me. I felt this business will be a scam. I felt this, blah, but look at what I found. I found that it's not a scam. People are making money. They pay their taxes here, For example, there's a lady that is a 20-year-old lady that became a multi-millionaire at the age of 19, if I'm not mistaken, and bought her car at the age of 20 in our business. So, take your time, break it down, but don't talk too much. At the end of everything, to tell the person, so I'm sure the person will be agreeing with you and all that. So by the time you're done, ask the person. Don't. Another problem is that Maurice will say people don't ask. You don't ask. So at the end of everything, don't assume that the person is not ready to start. So ask the person. So I guess you're ready. So ask the person. So I guess your question has been answered. If the person says, oh yes, my question has been answered. Oh, all right, awesome. So I guess you're ready to get started. Oh, money, blah 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 blah. Then you can guide them around money. Also, always ask, are you saying I don't have money because you really don't have money, or you're saying I don't have money because you're not interested? Because if you're not interested, it's fine. Do you understand? So the person will not come and be wasting your time. You'll not be calling the person thinking you're following up a human being. You don't know that the person, you're following up a ghost. The person is not ready to do it with you. I always like to ask that question so I don't waste my time following up, okay? I'll probably put you in my follow-up funnel where I'll come back to following you up. Maybe when I get maybe when my alerts drop during the month or after the month, I forward it to you just so that you know that the business I'm inviting you to be part of is really working. So the thing about follow-up is there's so many things you can do, ensure that you, Eric Worre would also advise that you expose them to different things, keep exposing them from one exposure to another, maybe talk about your products, maybe bring them to your upline to talk to, take them to your office, maybe, just several things you could do around follow-up, okay? So I hope you got value. Someone said, I'll answer just maybe this question, and then maybe answer 2 more, then I'll end it, okay? I've gotten results running part-time and now running full-time. Nothing is happening. I'm doing practically everything. I need help. Wow, okay. Maybe find out what was working for you while you were part-time. Find what was that thing that was working for you while you were part-time. I don't think it's the fact that you were part-time that was making it work. No. Maybe you're now relaxed as a full-timer. Oh, I now have so much time in my hands. Oh my God, things are... I now have, like, before I only used to give the business 2 hours. Now I have too many, so I can now watch Telemundo, watch this one. Then I will still have some, a lot of time to do my business. So you need to figure it out. Because I don't think I believe that the problem is that I don't believe that, because I also was doing the business part-time. I think if you've listened to me share my story, you would have heard me say that I worked at the radio station before I got into network marketing fully. And my income blew up as soon as I went full-time, because I now had more time to spend with my team, do more presentations for them, go for home lunches, do more activities with them and all that. And there's some monies I used to lose that I wasn't losing anymore. For example, a client comes and I'm not around, and then they leave with their money. I'm following up on them, and then maybe they want to see me so I can break down some things for them, and then they make payments, and that doesn't happen, and guess what? They leave. And then when you're not calling them, oh, sorry, I'm now in the office, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll come back. Don't worry, I promise you, I'll come back. And you don't see them again. So I had lots of money. There was even this particular thing that happened to me one time. This one was really fun. That's why I tell people, you don't know what you're losing if you're not full-time. But if you don't want to go full-time, maybe because you love what you're doing, you're building your own thing, you're doing the business part-time, it's understandable, I understand. But ensure that you're giving the business some time, okay? So for example, one of the things that happened to me, so there's this one day, usually after working at the radio station, from like, I usually used to finish like maybe around 6:30. So on one of the days, I finished at work and I went straight to the office. I got to the office maybe around 7. And then I met one of my downlines with someone who had attended the presentation but didn't start, but came again. I saw that face and I knew the face. So only for me to, I went straight into my office. Then I didn't have an office. Then, did I have an office? I don't think I didn't have an office then. Of course, my first one, I didn't have an office. So I went into the office that everyone was using, general office. So I went in there, but I noticed this guy was just talking. That's my upline, my downline, so the person who was already in my team. I noticed he was just talking. If I could feel some struggles, right? Like he was struggling to convince the person he was talking to. What I did was I just went out. I called the guy, hey, what's up? What's the issue? Come in. He came, asked him what's the problem. He said, he's trying to convince these prospects and he has the money. I said, what has the money? He wants to go for 7, our 7 accounts, like 7, then it was over 200 or something. I said, what money? And you're still there speaking what English? I just called the guy. As the guy came inside, I said, okay, Mr. Folabi told me you're already game to get started. He said yes. I said okay. I just pulled out the form. I pulled out the form. I did not even say what questions are you asking. I didn't answer. So I just pulled out a form. I gave him the form. I said, so he told me you're going for the 7 accounts. He said yes. I said okay, that's fine. All right, so fill this form, write down your name. He wrote his name, blah 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 blah. I said okay, so where's the money? He gave me the money. I counted the money in front of him. I said, oh, it's correct. After I took the money, I put it in my drawer. I put it in the drawer that I was still going to take because it was general drawer. So I put it in the drawer. I closed it. So I said, hey, so congratulations, welcome to the team. So we have another training where we expose you more, tell you more about the business, blah, 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 blah. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy was in. The guy was in. I didn't speak plenty English. So imagine that I wasn't there. That guy would have talked, and that guy would have gone with his 200 and something thousand naira. He probably would have gone, not probably, he would have gone with that 200,000 naira. Okay, so that's why it's good to be available. It's good to be available. Some of you are full-time, but you're running the business like part-timers. You're always not in your office. You're always not around. There's so many instances where I'm inside my office and then I hear my teammate talking to someone. And I say, you know what, bring the person in. And I talk to the person and the person signs up. Right? I talk to the person and the person signs up. That's a sign up that would not have happened if I was not around. If I wasn't around, okay? Even though I'm still building them to become better than I am. Of course, there are some leaders I don't need to talk to their people. I have some leaders that have bought their cars, they've traveled. I don't talk to their own prospects, okay? Those ones have built them. But those ones that I'm still raising, the people that just joined my team, that are still new, I have to do a lot of talking for them at the beginning, okay? Mofe said, financial sustainability, meaning how long would I expect to get returns from the business steadily as I have joined many other in the past and no longer in existence. Okay, so thank you for asking that question, Mofe. So first of all, one thing I always tell people is that, first of all, how far this business is going to go for you depends on you. That's number one. That's number one. The business pays you immediately, there's value. once you provide value, it pays you immediately. It's not like a job where at the end of the month you now get paid, right? Once you connect people, you get paid immediately. Now, if your question is, I'm not sure this business is going to last for a long time. I've been with the company. First of all, the company it's going to be 15 years. The company that I've been with, they've been 15 years in the world, and I've been with them for nearly 7 years. I'm going to be clocking 7 years in March. So if your problem is, am I sure this is going to fold up, blah, 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 it's not going to go anywhere. There are some network marketing companies that are hybrid Ponzi schemes, but they're telling you they are network marketing companies. They are not network marketing companies. Any company that tells you they are network marketing and they don't have any service they are providing or any product, then it's a Ponzi scheme. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's a Ponzi scheme. That's what it is. Okay. So, how do you know a Ponzi? How do you separate a Ponzi scheme from network marketing company, right? Anything that you're doing that doesn't provide any form of service, like I said earlier, or product, then it's Ponzi. For example, why are they paying you 200? Why are they paying you 30K on your 200K? Why are they paying you 20K on your 200K? What value have you provided? What have you done? But my network marketing company is paying me because I'm providing value. Do you understand? So that's why some people will tell you, oh, we have gold. Please, most of the people that have signed up into that network, they've not gotten one gold. I've not seen them. Oh yeah, where is your gold? What I always ask them is, okay, so what product do you have? Whenever I get into any network marketing company, you ask them, okay, so what product do you have? How long? First of all, ask them, how long have you been here? How long has the company been here? Because it's important, because the Nigerian economy is not so easy. Do you know how many times the Nigerian economy has frustrated so many network marketing companies out of Nigeria? There are so many of them that have left. The policies, the fact that they are holding their products at the border, so many things, or they can't take out their money sometimes, so many things. But our company has stayed through it all. Do you understand? They have stayed through it all. So you need to ask the person, how long? And some of them come and I think this is what they call shiny object syndrome, right? They come in and just promise you so many things. You know, they're promising you, instead of, when you getting someone, instead of this other company that is paying you 5,000, we will pay you 20,000. The other one, it will pay you 1,000. We will pay you 100,000. They come in, they overpay, and before you know it, they don't sustain it. And then they go out of business. No network marketing company is a charity organization. They are in it to make money. Same way, because my profits, let's say I have people that are working for me, and at the end of the month, my profit is let's say 1 million. I'll not say, oh, because my profit is 1 million, I'll not be paying my staff 100,000. Oh, now, if it's 1 million, if I pay all my staff 100,000, what will I be left with? Do you get? So whatever it is that is your issue, I don't know what network marketing company you have tried. Trust me, this one is as good as we have talked about it. One of the things I even tell my teammates not to do is to over exaggerate things, because what we have is beautiful, right? You don't have to say, oh, this person, Ambassador Didi, is a billionaire. I'm not a billionaire yet, but the result I have is beautiful, and it's still going. I'm moving, I'm still going higher and higher. Do you understand? So the result I have is beautiful. You can talk about the properties I have. You can talk about the cars that I bought from the business. You can talk about the offices I have, the people I've mentored, the people I've helped get cars. You can talk about that. But don't come and be telling people, oh, Ambassador Didi, oh my gosh, has a house in the US. Don't lie now. What we have is already beautiful, okay? So, Mofe, if you're not yet in network marketing, or you want to join our team, you can chat me up immediately and I can work with you, okay, to ensure that you get results. But if you're already in someone's team in our La Buena Vida, of course, please go ahead and work with the person. Identify who the top leader is there and work with the person. But if you want to, if you're not joining yet, or if you've not joined yet, okay, and maybe the reason why you haven't joined is because you've been questioning it, am I really sure? Chat me up immediately and let me get you started immediately, okay? So don't overanalyze it. Let me get you started. Let's start building immediately. Just chat me up immediately. Let's start working together, okay? So well done, everybody. I hope you guys got value. I'm happy to do this. I'm happy that I've done it. In fact, the person that brought this idea is actually my PA. I'm sure she's in this meeting, and I'm grateful that she brought this idea of Ask Didi, because I'm sure some of you, there are questions you would really love to ask about, building your network marketing business, how to, increase income, cut costs, increase income, improve on your finances around the business or whatever business it is you're doing. I hope you got value as well today, okay? Maybe sometime next time when I'm training, I'll talk about how to properly, have a good savings culture. or yeah, I think I need to talk about that, okay? So that every time there's rent, and what to do when you start making money in network marketing or your business, so that you won't be sweating every time an emergency comes up. How to start preparing from the very beginning. I'll talk about things like that, okay? So I'm happy you guys got value. All right, I hope you guys got value. Okay, for those of you, like I said earlier, you haven't joined the network marketing team and you want to join, you just came into this meeting to learn and be sure that you want to maybe make that network marketing decision, you want to join network marketing, please contact me immediately. But if you're already in one, like I said earlier, you're already under someone, please don't bother contacting me. Don't contact me, please. Work with the person, work with the leader. If the person is not really making money, ask them for their leader that is making money and connect with that person, okay? But if you're not already in network marketing and you want to connect with me and you want to work with me, of course, do chat me up and work together, okay? Right, so wrapping it up, ensure that you're having fun doing network marketing. Ensure you are having fun doing network marketing. I'm not going to lie to you guys, yeah? Just like every other business, network marketing sometimes can be, every business, it's not just network marketing, every business, right? There are sometimes you can get really overwhelmed, and so many things are not happening the way that you want it. Sometimes things are just really happening so well, you're so happy, blah blah blah, and then sometimes things are not really happening the way that you want. So what I'm going to advise you to do is just make up your mind to have fun doing network marketing. Don't be taking things too personally. Some of you're so something just happens, oh my god, my chest, everything is just getting through to you, every little thing. Please just have fun doing what you're doing. Also, people don't want to join you because you look like you're struggling. Don't be looking like you're struggling every time. Have fun. Do your network marketing business. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun prospecting. Tell yourself you love prospecting. Tell yourself you love meeting people. You're an introvert, but be telling yourself you love meeting people. You love doing network marketing. You love the network marketing profession. You love this. You love that. Be telling yourself that. Okay? All right. So bye, everybody. Love you all. See you guys at the next Ask Didi. I hope to be doing this at least maybe once a month. Okay? So bye, everybody. I'm ending the live now.